Hi YouTube, it's Lena, and I'm here today with makeup I want to finish in 2021. I told you guys that this was going to be coming up soon. So, this is not necessarily all the makeup I want to use up in 2021. I really only stuck to like facial products this year because I tried to work on a lot of lipsticks last year and it just didn't happen. I mean, I still want to work on those same lipsticks. This is where I keep that stuff that I want to work on so that I know to put it in the next project pan. So I still want to work on these Bite lipsticks that I have in here, but I'm not gonna put those in this. This is just strictly going to be like my face products. And some things I still haven't even really decided on. Like, I don't know what highlighter and stuff I really want to work on next year. So I will show you everything that I have picked out. All right, let's dump both the bags of stuff that I have so that I can go by actual categories versus, you know, going completely at random. Let's see what we got, what we got, what we got. Okay, so I have everything out. I guess I'll do foundations first. I have the NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop foundation. I actually do like this, but, you know, I don't want it to go bad. So there's that. This is my last non-cruelty free, at least to me, foundation. The Physicians Formula, the Healthy Foundation in SPF 20. So they don't even make this anymore apparently. I took the stopper out because I tend to hate foundations with this kind of doe foot application. Oh god, this smells really strong. So this is the first one that I'm gonna go working on at the start of the year. It is like, it's not a terrible match for me, but it's not a great match either. So hopefully this works out. This is what's probably going to take me like half the year, so I'm not going to work on it until I finish the other ones that I want to work on. This is the Urban Decay All-Nighter Liquid Longwear Waterproof Foundation. This is one of those where a tiny little bit will do you. So it is not completely full, but I mean, it pumps up and it's like still down to here. The NYX is like mostly full. This is the only one that probably isn't mostly full. It's about here. So. And we have the Ordinary High Coverage Foundation Formula. This is one that I'm not entirely sure is still good. I put it on the back of my hand the other night and it was fine because I bought this secondhand from somebody. It's very liquidy. I want to make sure that it is supposed to be liquidy. Like, that's like my one kind of concern about it, was like, is it supposed to be that liquidy? I don't know. So if this is still good, I will work on it. Next, I will do face powders. I have 5 picked out. The first one, I forgot to bring over here. Like, it's across the room and I don't want to go get it. It is the Neutrogena powder that I'm currently working on. The Shine Control powder. I will insert a photo of mine here. So it is mostly done, but I am trying to finish a different powder first to end this year with. So I'm pretty sure that one will carry into next year. And the other powder that I really want to get out early on is this Wet n Wild Coverall powder. This is unopened. This is the last one of these that I have. And I just really want to get it done. Next powder I have is my Burt's Bees Mattifying Powder Foundation. I just use this as a regular setting powder. I know some people use it as a powder foundation, but I don't. And this is what mine looks like. It does have a little bit of pan right there, but there is still a ton of product in there, so it will take me quite a while to work on. Something is missing. I will be right back. Okay, so another powder that I wanted to work on was missing, so I figured I would get the Neutrogena while I was at it. So this is what it looks like. Like I said, I haven't even really worked on it this month. I've been trying to use up, here, I'll go ahead and show it to you, my e.l.f. eye setting powder. I've been using it as a face powder because I know I can't finish this even though if I work on it every day. And I want to finish another powder before the end of the year, so I figured let me just use up the e.l.f. one as a face powder. It's okay. Now, The other one that I wanted to work on this year, and it's because I have a double of this, is the Tarte Double Duty Beauty Shape Tape Setting Powder. It is a nice powder. I have both a full size and a mini that is now kind of messy. I got the full size from Ipsy, so I figured I should probably use up my mini. And part of the same issue, I guess, although for a different reason, I have two of the Too Faced Peach Perfect powders. I got the mini in a 500 point perk a while back, and then I bought a kit of like some of the Peach Perfect stuff that included a full size of the powder. And I like the powder, so it's fine, but that does mean that I haven't even opened this one yet. I used my full size one, but it'll be easier to use up the mini as someone who panned a full loose powder last year and it took like half the year. Trust me, I'll just work on the mini first. And finally, I can't open this up, but because it is broken, that's why I want to use it up. This is the Luna by Luna powder in white sand, but it's just a translucent powder. And as you can see, it is clearly broken. I need to repress it, and once I start working on it, I will. It's flinging bits of powder at me. Next, and definitely the biggest category here, is primers. That is because I use 2 primers on my face at once. I know that it's extra and you don't need to do that if you don't want to. I just like the look better. So I use both a pore filling primer and a regular primer, just depending on what I want. It will either be a more hydrating primer or it will be a more mattifying primer. Usually it depends on what foundation I'm panning at the moment. I prefer to be more matte than not, though. That's why I basically eat powder, usually. So, I have 2 of these Becca First Light Priming Filter, like travel sizes. I love this. I went through a full size last year, and I have 2 of these that I need to go through. And I bought another full size at the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty because I hate myself. So, gonna work on those. I have the ColourPop All-Star Matte Blurring Primer. I treat this just as a mattifying primer, so I will work on that. I also have one of my last non-cruelty free. I have a couple of minis in here as well, but this is the last full size. The Neutrogena Shine Control Primer. This is one I'm going to try and get out as quickly as possible because it is not cruelty free. And I have I mostly want to work on this because the packaging is ginormous and it kind of bugs me. Like, it's cute, but it doesn't fit anywhere in my stuff. It's the Illamasqua Hydra Veil Primer. So it's like in this big tub. It comes with this little spoon. And it's one of those that like resettles after you pull stuff out. So it looks like it's not used, but I promise you it has been. Also, you probably can't see in there because it's clear and the packaging is black. But it is still mostly full. I got this from Ipsy and I do like it, but this packaging gets on my nerves. And they have like a mattifying version too. I wish I had gotten that. But that one is still very nice. And the one kind of pore filling primer I figured I would work on full size. Anyway, there might be a couple of mini pore fillers. This is the Ordinary's High Adherence Silicone Primer. So I'm going to try and use that up. And for minis, I have 2 non-cruelty free ones that I want to use up sooner rather than later. This is the YSL Touche Éclat Blur Primer. I got this as part of like a sample bag from Sephora. I didn't even realize it came with it. I thought it was just a bag of samples, so I figure I'll use that up. And I've had this one for a while. It's the Lancome Le Base Pro. I like it fine. I don't think it's anything special. But this little mini, I'm sure I can get used up pretty quickly, so I figure why not. Here I have the Smith & Co. Black Drop Mattifying Face Primer. I got a full size of this at Ulta Spring 21 Days of Beauty sale, so I need to use up the mini. And I got it because I liked the mini when I tried it. Another thing I have 2 of, but the other one is like a bigger travel size. The Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer. I like this. Like, it's not amazing by any means, but as long as you let it like settle and dry on your face before you put makeup on, it works pretty well. I have my Elizabeth Mott Thank Me Later Mattifying Face Primer. I really like that. I have the IT Cosmetics Your Skin But Better Primer in the oil-free for gripping your makeup. I like that fine. This is one I'm a little bit worried about because this primer doesn't work great for my skin, but I might just use it up more as a moisturizer. It is the Smashbox Photo Finish Primerizer. It is supposed to be a primer and a moisturizer. And that's kind of why it doesn't really work for my skin. So I might just pass this on. I haven't totally decided yet, but I do have it. I used up a foil sample is how I know that it's not great for my skin. But I have it, so I should use it up or pass it on. I will let y'all know in an update if I end up passing it on. I have two of these. The Pure Correcting Primer to Illuminate and Glow. I have a lot of doubles, and that's really what this version, this year's makeup use up is going to be about, is getting a lot of doubles out of my collection. Because like, I'll get my hands on a mini, fall in love with it, and then buy the full size, or it'll come in like an Ipsy bag. And I'm like, well, I shouldn't have this many doubles. I need to get them out. And finally, I have the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer in the pore minimizing version. I hate the regular version of this, but I've liked the oil control and pore minimizers, so go figure. I have two eyeliners. They're my last two non-cruelty-free eyeliners, so I need to use them up. They are both from Physician Formula. They are the Eye Definer Flat Automatic Eyeliner Pencils. This one is in Black Raisin, and it is a brown. If I can roll it all the way up, it's very slow. There it is right there. When I put this into a project pan, I will make a mark on a piece of paper. Just set you down carefully for that. And the other one is in Warm Black, which is a charcoaly black eyeliner. And I do have some work on both of these. I've had them for ages. They're still good. So they definitely need to go. So I'll just set you down. Oh no, wait, that's why it doesn't. I thought that the brown one looked a bit more used, and like, that doesn't make sense, no. But the brown one is a little bit more used than the black one. I'm a little surprised. I thought it would have been the other way around. I have a couple of concealers. Currently, I'm panning my e.l.f. concealer, and once the project that is in is over, I'm going to put that one away for the time being. I really do love it, don't get me wrong, but I have a couple of older ones that I want to get out. My oldest concealer that is still good, surprisingly, is the Catrice Liquid Camouflage High Coverage Concealer. It is not high coverage. It's like medium coverage. But I don't know why I'm taking it out to like swatch it, but it is about right here. So definitely want to work on that. And the other one I actually got from Ipsy. Before I realized that Morphe's cruelty-free status was kind of wonky, I bought this. It is the Morphe Concealer. I don't know the exact name of it. It's okay. Let's see, what's my shade in? Because that's the only thing it says on here, I think. C155 is my shade in this, and my shade in the Catrice is, it doesn't seem to say, so probably whatever the hell the lightest shade is. And the other one is something I got sent from 0.8 liter to test, and it's a good concealer, but this packaging annoys the shit out of me, so I figured I'd use it up. It is the Medicube Red Concealer with SPF 30, which is another reason why I want to use it up. But this packaging, it's like a syringe because it's supposed to be medicated for acne. It's a face concealer. And while that is, you know, cute, you literally have to like use it like a syringe. So I either have to pump this out onto a sponge or onto like a little palette to then use on my face. It's like, it's awkward, it's big. I understand you're trying to be cute, but I'm not sure how functional this is. Whew, so that is it. Thank you guys for tuning in. As always, I do really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you later. Bye!